Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because there's some serious buzz swirling around the NFL, and it involves a potential move that could shake up the NFC North, and not just for the Bears, but for the entire league. Rumors are swirling that the Kansas City Chiefs, sitting comfortably at 8-2 and with a cap space of just about $3 million, are exploring a blockbuster trade that would send their legendary tight end, Travis Kelce, to the Chicago Bears. That's right, Kelce, the future Hall of Famer and one of the most dominant tight ends in NFL history, potentially switching sides and heading north to Chicago. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds like a Hollywood script, but trust me, the NFL world is talking about it like it's a real possibility. The Chiefs, after all, are looking to free up some cap space to extend Patrick Mahomes, who's already on the brink of a historic deal, an extension that could push their cap hit to around $240 million. That's a massive commitment, and with the team's salary cap constraints, they're prioritizing a rebuild on the offensive line and other areas. Kelce, who's been a cornerstone for the Chiefs for years, might be the sacrificial lamb in this cap maneuver. The proposal, a trade that involves the Chiefs sending Kelce to Chicago in exchange for a third-round pick in 2026 and a fifth-round pick in 2027. That's a pretty intriguing package, especially considering how much Kelce could mean for the Bears' offense. Looking at the Bears' situation, this trade could be a game-changer. They're currently sitting at 6-3, and let's be honest, their tight end situation has been a bit of a mismatch. Cole Kmet, who's been battling injuries and has missed 2 games, has been a solid contributor, but clearly isn't the same threat as Kelce. The Bears have been craving that elite matchup-proof tight end to truly elevate their red zone efficiency and overall offensive explosiveness. Kelce, a perennial All-Pro and a guy who's already amassed over 12-0 receiving yards in his career, fits that mold perfectly. He's not just a reliable target, he's a game-changer. Since the start of the 2025 season, Kelce has played 9 games, hauling in 41 receptions on 53 targets for 540 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's averaging 13.2 yards per catch, and his ability to create YAC, yards after catch, is elite at about 60 yards per reception. Those numbers, combined with his precise route running, about 82%, blocking, 87%, and low injury history, make him a perfect fit for the Bears' offense looking to take that next step. Now, why would the Chiefs do this? Well, it's all about flexibility and cap space. They're planning to give Mahomes a massive extension, and that's going to require some creative maneuvering. By trading Kelce, they free up around $18 million in cap space, which helps them focus on extending Mahomes and shoring up their offensive line, which has been leaking sacks. They've allowed 25 so far this season. Kelce's departure would be a big blow, no doubt, but the Chiefs are betting on their young receivers and other playmakers to fill the void. Plus, they're investing heavily in the future, and shedding Kelce's cap hit now allows them to focus on that rebuild. But for the Bears, Kelce would be a true game-changer, especially on offense. Imagine a tight end who can create separation in the red zone, catch the ball in traffic, and turn short passes into big gains. Kelce does all that and more. His presence would immediately elevate the Bears' scoring efficiency, and his YAC ability, averaging around 6 yards per reception, would give Justin Fields even more options to extend plays and find open receivers. In terms of numbers, it's realistic to project Kelce adding over 900 yards in Chicago, boosting their already decent 24.2 points per game to over 30 points. His ability to convert in the red zone would see their TD rate climb from around 52% to nearly 73%, which is a massive difference. That kind of red zone efficiency could turn close games into Bears victories, especially when facing division rivals like the Packers. Speaking of division rivals, this move could have long-term implications for NFC North standings. Kelce's presence on the Bears' offense would create a nightmare matchup for defenses. Opposing linebackers and safeties would have to double him every time, freeing up space for the likes of DJ Moore or even a healthy Chase Odons. who's been making strides this season. Kels's ability to run precise routes, about 82% accuracy, would make him a safety valve for Fields, especially on third downs. He's also a reliable blocker with an 87% success rate, which helps in both run and pass plays. And let's not forget the impact on the overall team dynamics. A tight end like Kels isn't just a receiver. He's a presence in the locker room and on the field. His leadership, experience, and playoff pedigree, having been to 9 Pro Bowls, would be invaluable for a Bears team that's been building toward a playoff push. His YAC, or yards after catch, at about 5.8 yards per reception, means he can turn even short throws into significant gains, helping Fields and the offense stay ahead of the chains. Plus, his low injury rate, only missing 1 game in recent seasons, shows he can stay healthy, a crucial factor for a team looking to make a deep postseason run. Now, what about the impact on the defense? Well, with an offense that's more potent, the Bears could control the clock better, giving their defense more rest and opportunities to create turnovers. If this trade goes through, the Bears might be able to reduce sacks allowed from around 24 to 14, thanks to improved ball control and less pressure on Fields. Plus, the added offensive firepower could push their points per game from 24 to well over 30, making them one of the most formidable offenses in the NFC. This, in turn, could elevate their standing in the league, pushing them from just playoff contenders to legitimate Super Bowl hopefuls. Now, looking at the bigger picture, Kels's influence in the playoffs could be monumental. Remember, he's proven to be a clutch performer, with a knack for stepping up in big moments, like his performance against the Bills in 2024, where he scored 2 touchdowns and racked up 120 yards. If he joins the Bears, his playoff experience and clutch gene could be the final piece that pushes Chicago to new heights. The odds for the Bears winning the Super Bowl could shift significantly, from around +13-0 to as low as +4-0, making them a serious threat in the postseason. Of course, all this hinges on whether the Chiefs are willing to part ways with Kels and whether the Bears can make the numbers work. But if it happens, it's a move that would send shockwaves throughout the NFL and could redefine the NFC North for years to come. The Bears would suddenly have a matchup nightmare for defenses, a proven leader and playmaker, and a chance to seriously contend for their first Super Bowl in decades. And let's be honest, as Bears fans, we've seen how a single impact player can transform a team. Just look at how Justin Fields has developed this season. Adding a guy like Kels could be the final step in turning this promising squad into a true championship contender. So, in summary, this potential Kels trade is not just a rumor, it's a game changer. It signals the Bears' aggressive approach to building a competitive roster that can compete for a title, and it could be the catalyst that elevates the team to the next level. The NFC North is already competitive, with the Packers, Lions, and Vikings all trying to find their footing. But a move like this could push Chicago ahead of the pack. Fans, this is the kind of bold move that gets everyone excited. Imagine Kels making those clutch catches in Soldier Field, leading the Bears' offense to new heights, and finally giving us that Super Bowl run we've all been dreaming about for so long. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Kels would be the perfect addition to our squad? Would this move push us over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bears. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. We're on the cusp of something great, and with moves like this, or even just the rumors, our excitement is at an all-time high. Keep believing, keep cheering, and let's get ready for a future where the Bears are vying for that Lombardi trophy. Because, folks, with the right moves and a little bit of luck, that Super Bowl could be ours sooner than we think.